metal.
Assalamualaikum everyone. Today we will talk about our industrial visit to 3C Metal Asia located in SMAW Business Park, Pasir Gudang. The purpose of our visit was to learn more about joint processes, especially welding methods like SMAW, GMAW and GTAW. This visit helped us understand how these methods are used in real industries, especially for oil and gas projects. When we arrived at 3C Metal Asia, we were welcomed by the company staff and brought to their main office. We were given a place to sit and one of their engineers gave us a short briefing. He told us about the company, what they do and how they work. He also asked us some questions and gave us the chance to ask ours. After that, we were given a full PPE or personal protective equipment. This include a helmet, welding dark lens and safety goggles. We also brought ourselves a safety jacket and safety boots. Wearing PPE was required at all times inside the factory area. We will also learn some new knowledges and also revise some basic about welding that we had learned in past semester in MEM360 practical subject that we took last semester.
Three Metal Asia is a part of a bigger group that works with the oil and gas industry. This company builds and installs metal structures like piping system, frames, and modular kits. These are used in places like oil rigs, refineries, and drilling platforms. Their products are strong and made for use in hard and dangerous environments. The company also follows international safety and quality rules. They have important certificates like ISO 9001 for quality and ISO 45001 for healthy and safety. The factory is well organized and clean. It has many machines and tools used for metal cutting, shaping, and joining. These include CNC machines, pipe benders, welding booths, and testing areas. We also saw large storage areas for raw materials and ready products. We then learned more about the products made at 3C Metal Asia. The company mostly works on projects for oil and gas. They make refinery piping, frames for oil rigs, and support parts for large machines. The parts made here are sent to different countries like those in the Middle East and Southeast Asia. These parts are needed to build or repair oil rigs and processing plants.
Now we move to the main focus of our visit, the joining processes, especially welding. We saw and learned how workers use SMAW, GMAW, and GTAW. Each method has its own use. SMAW or shielded metal arc welding is often used for thick and strong parts. This method is low but very strong. It is good for outdoor and heavy welding work. GMAW, known as gas metal arc welding, is faster and is used for general steel pipe welding. It is clean and efficient and used more in cases where speed is important. GTAW, known as gas tungsten arc welding, is used when the weld must be very clean and neat. This method is lower but gives the best quality, especially on stainless steel or thin material. We also learned that before welding, workers use machines to cut and shape the pipes. These machines help make the parts ready for joining. Then, the pipes are placed in special holders or stands so they do not move during welding. This helps make sure the weld is straight and strong.
Dia ada prosedur dia, macam lesen. And after that, the process is SMAW. We fill the welding with the we have all information. For example, This one we use GTAW, SMAW. So roots GTAW.
So now I'm going to talk about safety in Tracy Metal Company. First is their commitment to HSE, which is health, safety and environment. Tracy Metal has adheres to international HSE standard. Their safety management is aligned with global frameworks such as ISO 45001, Occupational Health and Safety Management System, and next, ISO 14001, Environmental Management System. Moreover is safety practices. Firstly, risk assessment. Every job starts with hazard identification and risk mitigation, which is job safety analysis, simplified as JSA. It known as a safety procedure that breaks down job tasks into steps and identify potential hazards associated with each step. After that, permit to work, which is PTW. It's a formal system for high-risk activities such as hot work like welding at height or confined space entry. Beside that, PPE compliance. Mandatory use of personal protective equipment like helmets, gloves, eye, and ear protection. Furthermore, emergency preparedness. Every worker has regular fire drills, first aid training, and evacuation plans. Another point is behavior-based safety, which is BBS. It is encouraging employees to observe and report unsafe acts and conditions proactively. Last but not least, employee training and competency. First, HSE induction for all new employees before entering work areas. It is a comprehensive training program designed to introduce new employees or those new to a specific operation to the safety protocols, procedures, and potential workplace hazard within an organization. Next is Toolbox Talks, which is short daily briefings on safety topics relevant to the day task. Thirdly is task-specific training. For example, for welders, they are training on fire safety during hot work. Lastly is competency assessment, which is workers must pass evaluation before performing critical tasks.
The company follow a good design process. Their engineers use computer software to make a 3D design of the part before starting the work. The design must follow the customer's needs and project rules. They also choose the best material for each job. For example, for a high pressure pipe, they use thick metal that does not rust. They also talk with supplier to make sure that the material is strong and safe to use.
After a product is made, it goes through quality checks. First, they measure the size to make sure it matches the design. Then, they check the surface and welds for any mistake. They use special tools like ultrasonic machines to find cracks or holes that can't be seen with the eyes. If the product passes all checks, it can then be packed and sent to the customer.
Tak banyak lah tapi ada lah. Saya pun benda-benda tu dah banyak.
We don't have we don't have experience for that. We don't have knowledge.
Yang macam satu line tu yang ada buat layer macam hot, cool.
For discussion, the company might face an issue where some of the work didn't pass inspection because the IMID machine settings were consistent. It was a big deal since it could have affected the safety and quality of their work. To fix it, they recalibrated all of their machines, held a quick training session for the team,
and start doing random weld check during production. Now, they also make sure someone double checks the setting every shift. It was a solid reminder that staying on top of a small detail really makes a big difference.